Right, it's the last day of August. We're salvaging the wheat demo down here at Bude. We've had torrential rain, the ground's only just travelable. Pretty horrendous season. But starting off with the variety plots, this was solstice. It's still standing, although it's brackled over a bit. It's quite clear where we've got the unsprayed section here. You can see there's a bit more brackling over. The next variety is accept. You can see the difference here quite clearly between the two. You can see the line almost to the mark. So here we've got accept. Accept is still standing quite well, although in the unsprayed obviously it's brackled over quite badly. Contrary to popular myth, the Edgar has not gone flat as everyone was expecting it to. It's standing beautifully. It is very stiff strawed, as they say, and as the breeder says. It hasn't sprouted yet, and considering that the season it's been through, quite remarkable really. I think will be interesting to see what the yield comes off on this. But again, you can see here the unsprayed, obviously, it has had an effect, but it's only had one growth regulator. All of these plots here have only had one growth regulator. They haven't had the full dose. So, for a late planted variety or late planted trial, it's not doing too badly. So we'll see. We've got the combine here. He's over the top there. We've got a Lexan on tracks because it's the only thing that'll be traveling here today. Right, moving on into Einstein. Einstein has suffered quite badly. It's way past its harvest date. It would have been ready probably 3 weeks ago. You can see obviously the effect, not spraying it has. But on this side here, it's still standing quite nicely. Then we're into Crusoe. Now Crusoe is looking very good. I mean, it does have a good disease profile. It's got good breeding. And yeah, it hasn't brackled really badly. It's standing very well. So exciting to see what comes off it in terms of yields, seeing that it's done so well in the rest of the country this year. Now we come into two plots of Panorama. These are one's the original and one's just an ordinary. Panorama, you can see exactly to the mark where it's been sprayed and where it hasn't. Interesting to see how it's brackled over really badly where it hasn't been sprayed. So we've got two plots of Panorama. Generally the Panorama is still standing well. Haven't seen any sprouted grains in this yet, which is encouraging. Then we're into Claire. Claire's not looked too bad this year, but again you can see here just the effect where it hasn't been sprayed. And then we've got two plots of Invicta. Invicta's, again, same scenario. This is ordinary seed, and then we've got the original seed this side here. Again, same scenario where it's been sprayed and where it hasn't been sprayed. There's the combine. He's just busy doing the headlands at the moment. Right, after Invicta we've got Alchemy. Same scenario again, but it's all still standing. I haven't seen too many sprouted grains in here. I believe there's quite a lot of sprouting going on in the rest of Devon and Cornwall. This was the Esterbrak, which was very low vigor seed. So yeah, we've got something to cut. Hasn't been a complete disaster, which is encouraging to see as well. And it's remarkable actually, considering how many plants we had here in the spring, to what we've got here to cut. Right, now we come into the host of the new varieties. This is Gravitas. Gravitas is leaning slightly in there. Obviously it does need the full dose of growth regulator. But be encouraging to see what we get off this in terms of yield and what the moisture levels are in the sample. Horatio, this is the Alchemy crossed with Oakley. This side here is Alchemy crossed with Robigus. So interesting to see what the difference is between the two. And we come into the Avatar. Again, Avatar is seeming to show the same symptoms as everything else with terms with yield, where it's been sprayed and unsprayed. Avatar it's done very well this year in field scale. It's actually out-yielded everything else so far down here. Stig is still here, and it's standing very well. No signs of brackling at all. This is the unsprayed, that's the sprayed. There's a small line demarcating the two, but it's just a shame that we've got this new susceptibility to this warrior race of rust, brown rust, which has come across, it seems, from Belgium, unfortunately. Then we're into Gator. We've got 3 other varieties here. We've got Gator. Gator is exactly the same, displaying the same tendencies. Gator, Solo, although Solo here is quite thin, but it hasn't brackled quite as badly. Santiago, that has brackled, again to the line virtually. And then we've got JB Diego on the end here, and the JB Diego, again, it's brackled to a degree, but not too badly. And then we've got around the outside is Istabrac. So as soon as we've got all the results, we'll post those on a spreadsheet to go alongside this video.